Greetings, it's Doc Griffin, your swing surgeon director of club fitting operations, and it's time again for the doctor's house call. Serge has asked me to field one of the questions that's come in from one of our listeners. His name is Ron, and I hope I pronounced this right, Weingart. If I missed it, I am terribly sorry, Ron. I'm pretty sure that I got the Ron part right. And Ron's question is, I am 90% there with the PPGS swing. However, I cannot get my 5-wood to obtain proper trajectory. It is always too low and hooks to the right. So you must be left-handed, I'm guessing. Even when I hit it straight, it is still too low. Well, let's deal with a couple things first, and then I'm going to have to ask a question. Always when we have trouble with the balls going in a different direction than what we think we're wanting them to go, the first thing you have to look at is alignment. Now, Ron says that his balls go low and hook to the right. So I'm going to have to go off of the assumption that he is a left-hander. Otherwise, that would be a slice if he's a right-hander. So we're going to deal with balls that hook. Generally will result from, if it's an alignment issue, would be aiming too far in the opposite direction. If you are a right-hander, that would mean you are aiming to the right of target. If you're a left-hander, of course, it would mean you're aiming left of the target. And what this is doing is your eye and your brain and your body communicate quite well. And if it senses that you are aligned opposite or away from your actual intended target, you will manipulate the club in such a way as to try and get it to go to the target. So if I am a right-hander and aligned right, I will do whatever I can to make the ball come back over here, and as a result, it's going to hook. Let's deal with the fact that it's low. If I'm aligned improperly and I'm getting it to come over here, I've got to get that club face closed, which means I'm shutting it down, which means also I am de-lofting it in order to get it to come back over to the left. More than likely, I'm hitting a pull hook. So the first thing we want to look at when your ball is flying offline is to make sure, number one, that you are aligned properly. Now, Ron, I don't mean this as an insult, but I got to cover my bases. I have seen countless numbers of people come to me, or that I have worked with over the years, that are right-handed and hit a ball and it goes out and goes dead right, and they call, oh, I hooked it. That ain't a hook, that's a slice. So if your ball is going out and you're a right-hander and going to the right, you're slicing it, not hooking it. So that presents another whole case of problems. Again, could start with alignment, being aligned too far left. But let's move on from alignment and deal with ball position. Balls that hook. Could be one or two things in ball position. If you have the ball too far forward in your stance for a right-hander, which would be up toward the left foot, and you're coming in with a normal swing and normal release, and you're letting the club release where it wants to, and it's getting to the golf ball with a closed club face, you're going to hit a low smother pull hook. Now, conversely, you can also hit that same type of shot, not nearly as low, but can still hit that hook by having the ball too far back in your stance and having to manipulate your hands as you come through and actually flip your hands in order to get the club face coming back to close because it's too far back. And in the normal swing and timing, the club face would be wide open, which would cause you to push it. So you sense this and you flip your hands, and this would cause the ball to go out. In this case, it would go out more to the right and then have a good hook to it and it wouldn't be quite as low. So ball position could play an issue. Now, the interesting thing that I get from Ron's question is this. It's just his 5 wood. And even when he hits it straight, it's low. As Serge has said to me on numerous occasions, you know, Doc, if all the other arrows are right and you've got one that ain't working right, it's probably not the Indian, it's probably the arrow. And in this case, I would be inclined to think that that's the case. If all the other clubs in your bag, Ron, and others, if you only have trouble with a particular club not performing properly, then the case is it's more than likely not your problem or a problem with your swing. It's more than likely a problem with the club. And in this case, I'm going to say it's more than likely a problem with the shaft. For some reason or other, the shaft just doesn't seem to fit your swing. Again, this is considering that all the other clubs that you don't have a problem with height, you don't have a problem with either hooking or slicing, irrelevant which way, but all the other clubs work fine and this one doesn't, then you've probably got a problem with the club. What do? Chunk the club, get another one, and hope you get it right. Probably not the best thing. Again, as we have said over and over and over, there are club fitters out there. There are certified club fitters. We're here for a reason. We're here to help you with equipment. And if you can get to a certified fitter, he can check that club out, compare it to some of your other ones that do work well, and see exactly what's the problem and get you on the road to recovery there. So if you can get to a certified club fitter, that would be the way to go, so he can check it out and get you fixed up and find out exactly what is the problem. Well, that's it for me for today. If I can help you in any way, please feel free to send me an email or give me a call. And as always, we appreciate your continued support. And remember, better golf is just a fit away.